Welcome to Flash TV, where we invite members of the community to celebrate and participate in the vibrant programs and services offered in our town. I'm your host, Anna Milan, and I'm happy to be with you today, welcoming the arrival of October. Leaves are changing, and so is the buzz here in Chatham. This month, we're embracing the season with events and activities that bring the community together. Stay tuned for local living stories of services and community, where each month I'll have a chance to sit down with Chatham community members and hear their stories. Later in the show, I'll be talking with Diane Nash. Today is a very special episode of Flash TV as it marks 1 year of existence. Over the year, we've learned about senior members of our community, important town initiatives, and exciting programs and offerings at the Center for Active Living. As we embark on the second season of Flash TV, we're excited to expand our focus to cover all the programs, events, offerings, and updates within the Department of Community Services. While we'll continue to keep you updated on everything happening at the CFAL, we'll now include highlights from the Recreation and Beaches Division. This means you'll hear about a wider range of topics, from fitness classes and sports leagues to community events and mental health resources, ensuring you stay informed and connected to all of the services our community has to offer. Let's get started. The Center for Active Living this month is bustling, offering a little something to everyone. So if you're looking for an engaging presentation, to learn about our community, or just for some friendship, you're in the right place. Everyone is always welcome at the CFAL. Join Certified Shine Counselors on Friday, October 11th for another Lunch and Learn event. Don't miss this opportunity to learn about how they can help you understand your healthcare coverage, review cost increases, and find out what's new with Medicare. Last month, Chatham had her big Netflix debut in The Perfect Couple, starring Nicole Kidman and Liev Schreiber. Adapted from Ellen Hilderbrand's novel by the same name, I'm sure many watching remember this show being filmed right here in Chatham a few years ago. For anyone interested in screening this show, head down to the Center for Active Living every Monday, starting October 7th, for a viewing party beginning at 11 a.m. 2 episodes will be screened a week. Adult behavioral health clinician Diane Nash will be hosting a coffee hour on Monday, October 21st at 9 a.m. Please join us and learn more about the role she has in our community and ways that she can help. All members of the community are invited to join for a brief presentation, Q&A, and an opportunity to mingle over light refreshments. There are so many hidden gems in Chatham. I'm excited to invite you to yet another. Attend a private tour of the Nickerson Homestead and Dig Site on Wednesday, October 16th at 10 a.m. Explore the circa 1829 antique cape with its 3 hearths and working beehive oven. See what is growing and ready to harvest in their heirloom kitchen garden. And walk the grounds of their historic landmark where Chatham's first English settlers made their home in 1664. Please remember to call the Chatham Center for Active Living to register for the programs highlighted today. October is an awesome month in our town. There are so many community traditions going on. The pumpkins being sold at the church, Oktoberfest, and the second annual Halloween egg hunt at the community center. On Saturday, October 26th, thousands of eggs will be hidden for the hunt. Whoever finds the golden egg will receive a great pumpkin full of prizes. Be sure to wear your best costumes. There will be inflatables, games, and different egg hunt areas available for children ranging from 2 years old to 10 years old. Pre-registration is required, so be sure to visit our website and reserve your spot. Fall is also a great time to pick up a new hobby. Luckily, our community center has lots of options. Indoor walking group will be back Tuesday and Thursdays from 12 to 1:30. Adult pickup basketball happens every Monday and Wednesday in the gymnasium from 7 to 9 p.m. And fall indoor pickleball is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Please visit the community center website to register. If you're looking for a little more zen, check out Ashley's chair yoga class on Tuesdays and gentle flow mat yoga on Thursdays in the aerobics room, sponsored by the Friends of the Chatham Council on Aging. Give the CFAL a call to register. Bring your family together for fun, connection, and unforgettable moments with this next exciting program designed for all ages. Join Sensei Murash, who has over 50 years of martial arts experience. Learn basic kicks, punches, and jiu-jitsu releases from grabs. Learn ancient forms of katas and experience old-school martial arts. Earn rank belts through Hayasha Oki-Ryu Karate Association and enjoy the discipline of training. Friday nights from 4:30 to 5:30. Check rates and register online. I'd like to remind everyone that on Monday, October 14th, all town buildings will be closed in honor of Indigenous Peoples Day. Additionally, this month, the Center for Active Living will be closed on Tuesday, October 8th for staff training. Programs scheduled off-site, like at the community center, will continue to proceed as scheduled. Other happenings in town this month, Chatham Health Department and the VNA of Cape Cod are collaborating to offer a drive-through vaccine clinic for residents. COVID and flu vaccines will be available Wednesday, October 9th from 10 a.m. to noon, and Wednesday, October 16th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the DPW. Please reach out to 508-957-7737 with any questions. Now for my favorite part of the show, Local Living, stories of services and community. Each month, I'll have a chance to sit down with Chatham community members and hear their stories. Now please join me in welcoming adult behavioral health clinician Diane Nash.
Hi.
Hi, Diane.
Anna.
How are you?
I'm great.
Thank you for being here today.
Welcome.
You look lovely and tan. I'm very jealous.
You too.
Thanks. Did you have a nice weekend?
I did.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and who you are?
Yeah, so my name is Diane Nash. I'm just coming up on 2 months here in this position, adult behavioral health clinician. And I basically am the first clinician here in the town of Chatham, which is super exciting. So it's been a position where we're kind of learning as we go along, and it's a team effort, and it's been going really well. I've been really busy and learning along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
I came from Cape Cod Community College. I was there for many years, more on the academic side, along with some counseling. So this is a shift from what I'm used to, but a lot of parallels in the job, just different environment.
And you have an easier commute now because you are in Chatham.
Yes, yes, it's nice.
And you've been here for a long time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I've been here for, 30 plus years already.
Wow.
Yeah.
A true Chathamite.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. So how are you finding yourself, or how did you find yourself pursuing this career? Like what brought you?
So after grad school, I worked in a women's prison and loved it. I loved everything about it. And I always kind of envisioned that this job that I have now is something that I would love to end up in my career doing. I love working with the police station. I love, corrections, anything related to that. So when I saw this job, I was like, oh my God, this is my dream job. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
What women's facility?
MCI Framingham. So I was a mental health clinician there. So I worked with the inmates, counseling, group counseling. And then I carried that over to the college, which even though it wasn't a correctional facility, you're still doing the same type of work.
Yeah.
And now here I am in the community.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are some of you had said you're the first behavioral health clinician for Chatham, which is awesome. Round of applause for you. What are some of your roles and responsibilities to the community?
So my office is based in the police station.
Yes.
So if anyone out there watching this needs to get a hold of me, you can always call the dispatch at the police station and they will send you my way. But I basically bounce between there and CFAL. Those are kind of my two home bases. But the work is done with literally anyone in the town. So I belong to everyone here. And just depending on what the needs are of the town is where you'll find me.
Cool.
Yeah.
What other towns are doing this similar program?
So this is the great part. So there's Falmouth has, so this job is unique in that I work for the town. The other positions, they work specifically with the police department. So their shift, they ride along with an officer the whole time. So the nice part about Chatham is that they recognize the need to not only have a social worker available for police calls, but also just to the entire community.
Yeah.
So I wear a bunch of different hats, but basically doing the same thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we've talked about behavioral health, and as you just said, you're an LICSW, so licensed social worker, clinical social worker. So what is behavioral health, and why is it so important for our well-being, I think, overall?
So behavioral health really is a new term for mental health. So it involves mental health, it involves substance abuse, anything that gets us stressed, makes us feel like we're just not grounded and something's off. And so the job that I'm in right now, you know, for those of you who are wondering, like, who would I service? It's anything. If you're having any questions about, you know, if there's grief, if there's loss, if you have a loved one who you're concerned about for mental health reasons or substance abuse reasons, or they're just aging especially. A lot of folks here are living by themselves with children who are not local. So, you know, I have a lot of, I'm in touch with a lot of the children of the elderly too as well. So if you have any concerns, somebody walking down the street that, you know, it's not feeling right for you, just call and I can kind of filter it out and see if there's any needs available. Yeah, when in doubt, call me.
And so behavioral health is just sort of like that umbrella term of literally anything.
So, yeah, literally anything. A mom who's worried that her daughter's having some eating disorder issues. I'm feeling really sad, but I'm a little embarrassed to do anything about it. What can I do? I have an elder who I'm concerned about isn't bathing or isn't taking care of themselves. I have someone who's kind of, I'm worried about their substance use or their alcohol drinking. It really anything that, you know, doesn't require maybe a medical doctor, that's not like a physical symptom or a physical issue, you can call me and I will, if I can't help you directly, I'll make sure that I get you to where you need to be.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you can serve anyone of any age.
So the nice thing again about Chatham is they have two positions. So we're still, we still have an opening for a youth clinician. So I'm the adult clinician. So technically I'm 18 and older, but that does not mean that I would turn anyone away that needed help. So yeah, so basically for the time being, I'm for everyone.
And we're looking for that youth clinician,
Yeah.
so that's a good plug for anyone who might find themselves looking for a job. What are some steps that you would suggest, like in this role, you've experienced a lot and seen a lot of people go through different things. What are some like ways that we can make sure we're maintaining good mental health and practices that people could be in every day to try and, you know, avoid any issues down the road?
Always getting outside, getting some fresh air, moving your body. I think that that's key. Even if it's just jumping around for a few minutes, you need to really move your body. All of us do. Doesn't matter our age, you know, our sex, none of that. It's really important, and that we drink a lot of water, that we're nourishing ourselves with healthy food, that we have connection with somebody. A friend, a parent, a relative, anybody, that we have somebody to talk to. And I think that, you know, you hear it all the time, post-COVID, we all really struggled. So finding a therapist, I'm totally pro-therapy. I think it's great for all of us. You don't have to have any, you know, really huge issue. I think really being connected to somebody is key.
And helping with those things like finding a therapist, like is that something that you could help support someone go through?
Right, so I don't provide therapy for community members. What I do is I connect them with resources where they can find a therapist.
Sure.
And I know that a lot of you out there are, you know, needing one for yourself, for your child, for a loved one. So I do my best to try to connect with that for them.
That's awesome. What have been some of the bigger challenges that you've faced in your career broadly, but also coming into this new role where, you know, the path is sort of, you're paving it, you're trying to figure out where this role is supposed to lead? What are some things that have kind of presented a challenge for you?
I would say that I think we're seeing it nationwide in terms of the resources are really slim right now. We have a shortage of employees, especially in the medical and mental health field, so it's really frustrating because a lot of our folks here in town need a lot of services, and it's just, it's really, really difficult to get them primary care physicians, therapists, like
Yeah.
the basic needs is really hard. So that's been the biggest challenge so far is the continuity of care, like I see them and then what happens. So, but that's everywhere, but
Sure.
particularly we're feeling it here
Yeah.
on the Cape.
And like in the opposite respect, what's been rewarding? What have you really enjoyed? What are you loving about this role?
I really love working with the folks that I've met at CFEL and the older population. They're hysterical and loving and funny and feisty.
Yeah.
And so I've never worked with that age group, and I'm enjoying it.
I had the exact same.
Yeah.
When I came into this role, I had never worked with the aging population, and they're so fun. I love
Yeah.
it. It's always something different, and the stories are amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool, and yeah, I'm sure that you've heard some good ones for sure.
Mhm.
What like have you had in your experience, like your whole career? What has been the most memorable like success story that you've been a part of? Is there something that stands out, or is it all kind of?
Well, you know what? Everyone that I've worked with is different, but we all have the same end goal. We want to, find joy in
Yeah.
our life, and we want to be successful, whatever that means to us. And I think that, we all struggle with the same stuff. I don't care who you are. We do.
Yeah.
If you're being honest with yourself, we really are. And so I think that what I've seen throughout all of the places that I've worked and all of the clients that I've worked with is I love when I see somebody who's come in who just feels defeated and who doesn't really have much hope that they're going to ever get somewhere with their lives, and I run into them in a doctor's office, or they're actually the physician's assistant, or they've graduated, or they're working the job of their dreams, and they're like, that's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than
Yeah.
that, for sure.
Or even just something that like they're sober, or
Sure.
they're stabilized on their medications. Like that's
Yeah,
equally amazing.
definitely.
Mhm.
What would you say are, like, as family members, community
Mhm.
members, friends, like, what are things that people should be, maybe they're seeing something that's a little off with someone they love, like, what should we be looking for to make
Mhm.
sure that we're keeping the people we love safe and,
Mhm.
having those harder conversations?
I think every age group is a little different. Kids, I have 2 teenagers, so the struggle is real in terms of being a parent, in terms
Mhm.
of social media, the phones. Like that's, I feel you, all you parents out there. It's
Yeah.
really challenging, and so if you think that your child is struggling, absolutely reach out. I think the sooner the intervention begins with the kids, the better. Just to have somebody who they can talk with. School's really hard, fitting in's really hard, figuring out who you are is really hard, and then
Yeah.
you add the phone component to it, and it's a struggle, it's a challenge, and you're not alone. I think that's important for the parents to hear. Like, all parents are struggling with that, it's not just you. Same thing with teens, the challenges that they're facing are more difficult, they're more vulnerable than I ever was growing up. Adults, parents are working, they're single families, trying to just support the families and need the support. So I just say, don't hesitate. For the older population, same thing. If any parent or children are listening, I'm here to talk with you and give you some strategies or referrals for what their elderly parents might need. So everyone's in a different spot, but hopefully I can lead them in the right direction.
You definitely can.
Thanks.
What advice would you give to someone, a young person who maybe would want to pursue a career just like your own?
Well, I like the path that I took because I've worked in so many different environments. So that's the beauty of my degree. Is
Yeah.
went from a prison to a college, and now here I am. And so there's a lot of flexibility. I think if you love helping, this is a great degree to pursue. Any questions, just ask.
Nice.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite part about working for Chatham?
The people,
Yeah.
you guys, I love it. It's great. It's such a nice way to
Spend your day.
totally.
Yeah, I agree. It's been wonderful having you on our
Thanks.
team.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Thanks, Anne.
Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.